Good morning. We are further up in what is more or less the north of Norway, in a place called Trondheim. And right off the coast is that cute little island right there. And unlike the last stop, this is far less mountainous. It's hilly, and still lots of Norwegian wood, but it's just a beautiful, calm day. I mean, the North Sea has been anything but the stereotypical depiction people have of it. So, and I was really glad about that, because that's a body of water that can really rock and roll. What I want to do right now is show you something that's has made me question the nature of housing for quite some time. So give me 1 second. I want to show you something. Right over here, right down here, inside this harbor, this little marina, there's a houseboat. And I don't know how well you can see it on here, but you're looking at something that is all glass or plexiglass. And I always thought that houses should be like this, or if anyone wanted them. So that, and this, I don't see anything there, but that would enable you to draw blinds, both to keep the sun out for privacy or whatever it is you wanted. But something like that, especially in a climate like this, is almost like a nursery. So the heating would come directly from the sun. That inside there would be as warm as you like, and then you can always open one of those square or two, one or the other for ventilation. And I've been told that you can't do it because the plexiglass can't hold it. If you try to do a house roof like this, I think that's a mistake. I think this is quite doable, and I've seen some places. I saw one in New Zealand that was like this, where just the roof was like that. So if there's anyone who knows how to do that kind of thing, I would love some kind of contact info about it. Otherwise, we're going to go off into the greater part of Trondheim here, see what we can see. Downtown Trondheim, Sunday morning, not many folks out. Let's see what's down here. All right. This is downtown Trondheim. Again, a lot of great architecture. Central Church, very austere Nordic look. Only makes sense, that's where we are. So I guess it's not just me. I mean, I have a fascination with churches, but let's face it, they are in the center of all the communities, and maybe for those atheists in the crowd, you can think of them as something like the emblem of our society or our communal life. It's just a beautiful part of the world here. And it's so everything's so clean. Great time of year to be here. You can tell that there are times when things are a little less warm and sunny than this. We are in Scandinavia, but sure is pretty. All right. People starting to get out and about. Good morning. Going down to some kind of public get-together. It turns out that the reason for it is to look at Corvettes. They're all over the place. And they're all new, mostly new, and in great shape. I'm going to make my way around to one of the old ones because that's what I like. The folks had a Um, 1960, red with a white swoosh on the side when I was a baby. And that's one of the few family heirlooms that I would definitely still like to have. Something about like this black one when I get to it. Um, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, not that black one. This black one here. How about that, baby? All right, bit of a walk around. This is the main cathedral in Trondheim. And it's difficult to see with the sun where it is, but I'll see if I can get us quickly around the whole thing, give you an idea. This is the central spot here in town, and also one of the main spots in Norway, because this cathedral is actually where they do coronations. Now, coronations, as you know, don't happen that often, but they have them here, they have the crown jewels here, not in the church, obviously, but here in Trondheim. So while Oslo gets most of the notoriety when it comes to Norway, lots of people choose or have chosen to stay here, like these folks, permanently, and it's just a lovely, lovely part of the world. I mean, it's not the only good spot to be buried, but if you're gonna stick to someplace, I mean, come on, this is just terrific. Some part of the church is under renovation right now. The part I'm walking, I'm not flipping to the other side because it's all just stuff that's covered over, but here comes a chunk right there. Here we are actually toward the back of it, and let's see if I can get us all the way around. You hear all kinds of people saying it, making sounds. You think, God, language is an interesting thing because somehow or another you've got to get inaugurated. I can't think of a better word. Look at the color on this stone. You've got to get inaugurated into a language the same way you would, or did as a kid, so that people have to point to something and say, this is a rock and that's a bike. When I make this sound, because otherwise getting into a language is really difficult. Because in effect, if you hear people making noises, you go, they understand each other. And in Norwegian, it's, well, for an English speaker, it's almost hilarious. They understand all that. Go figure. But linguistics is such that the noises that people make are comprehensible by people in that community. And now that we have Google Translate and stuff like that, they can make all the goofy noises they want, and we still know what they're talking about. Let's see this. I'm almost full circle. This is really one of the pride and joys of this country, and for good reason. This is one of the most impressive churches I've been around. It's hard to get a sense of it from this close up, and I can't get further away for all the trees that are between here and that distance, but it's just extraordinary. I'm not able to go in right now. It's Sunday at the right time for services, so even if I could get in there, I'm not allowed to photograph in there. And they've got some guards here in red robes that are preventing that. But it's they mean well. Pretty idyllic. This is one of the in many ways, best part of the world. There's a bunch of people down here getting what little sun they can for the year. This time of year, it's all, the sun barely sets this far north, and we're going further north still. And let's get a shot of the palace there across the way, about as close up as I can get it. Now, highest standard of living globally is up here in Scandinavia, and ideally what we'd like is to have everything be as clean and have the standard of living be as high for everyone everywhere in the world. Now that's probably never going to happen, but it's a great ideal to work toward. And once the population, which is still climbing, about 8.2 million now, billion, sorry for that. Once that gets at 10 or so, it should start coming back down. And if that happens, then there's a chance that we can take care of some of the global warming issues, hopefully feed everyone well, potable water for everybody, and have it be a place that's as wonderful as this. Commendable goal. We'll see if we get there, but it's just why wouldn't? And they've got a small population. They don't have a lot of the diversity issues that hamper others, but it's just a beautiful, beautiful part of the world. The typical depiction is cradle to grave, right? So here's a bunch of kids, much nearer the cradle end, and hopefully life stays well all the way through till you get here, right? All those kids will someday wind up here, just like you and me. And in the meantime, what we'd like is for them to have as wonderful a life as possible. And for all the negative things that get said, I firmly believe that things are getting better. Obviously not for everyone, so there's a lot of work to do, but just what a great time we live in. And hopefully there are nothing but better days ahead. So he said right before the outbreak of World War III. But if ever you're feeling down in the dumps and don't think that things are going as well as they might, maybe it's time to head up to Scandinavia.
What do you think? We put it there.